Good evening, everyone. My name is Ed McLaughlin, and I'm the incumbent in District 34 in the House, 3 terms. I was born and raised in Spearfish on a farm. Spent most every morning and evening milking cows, and for those of you that have had that experience, you know what all is entailed. I got a degree from Black Hills State. I have a master's and doctor's degree from public school administration from the University of Northern Colorado. I've had a background in high school teaching, junior high school, elementary. I was a school superintendent and lead for a number of years, and director of student teaching at Black Hills State. Also ran a regional service center here, was the background in education. I also taught some 14 years at SDSU in public school finance, school law, school buildings and grounds and curriculum and that sort of thing. I've had the background of operating and owning a farm, a ranch out here on Spring Creek. We had a cow-calf operation and about 1,000 acres of wheat that we owned and operated. I also was in the insurance business for some 20 years with the Prudential as well as my own insurance agency. I have had the CLU and the CHFC, which is similar to like a CPA in accounting for those designations. I was in the military for a couple of years, active duty. I went in as a recruit and came out as a captain, and spent some 6 years following that in the reserves. I had the opportunity and the pleasure and the responsibility of serving this community as mayor. I served on the Common Council previously. I served 3 terms as mayor of Rapid City, and that was elected on the non-political ballot. So I know how to work with people, and I'm not a highly partisan type of candidate. I know in order to get anything done, you have to work together with all of the people, and keep in mind that once you are elected, you serve all of them in the best interest of the entire state, and it's your responsibility to reach out and do the best that you can for each and every candidate or citizen.
And McLaughlin, what is the best answer to solve the inequities in the current education formula?
Thank you, Ben, for the question. I don't know that there's any one best way to solve the inequities. I think we have to recognize that there are inequities in the formula. I think we need to recognize that the whole formula was based on the idea that every child, regardless of where they live in any school district in the state, is entitled to an equal educational opportunity for schooling. And that means that some very wealthy districts may have to pony up more money than some of the ones that are not so blessed. In a study that I did a number of years ago, the disparity ratio among school districts in the United States was 10,000 to 1, meaning that some districts were able, for the same effort and the same mill levies on the property they had, to come up with $10,000, and others could only come up with $1 with the same amount of effort. I would honestly look at reducing the small districts that are small by choice, not those that are small by necessity.
It's someone else, but you're probably a good candidate for this as well. Your name's on here as well. What do you plan to do to get young people to stay in South Dakota after they have graduated from high school or college?
It's an excellent question. Having 5 children and all 5 gone through the higher ed programs in the state and are now living out of state, we do have a problem. I think one of the answers, however, is not necessarily as it relates to higher ed, but to the vocational training. I feel that the vocational schools are one of the most important areas that we have, and I think we need much more focus on and funding to put into the VOTEC schools in order to train students and individuals for skills that can and do apply to this area and region. There are many, many employers that need tech-related skills, and I think that that would be one of the first areas to work on. I had the pleasure of serving the citizens of Rapid City and District 34 for the past 3 terms. I've been honored, and I think I have the ability to listen. I don't profess to have all of the answers, but I do know that whatever your concerns are, we have to represent all of the people, and we have to do it in the best interest of all of the citizens. And I think I have had a variety of background and experience to be able to relate to a good many of our citizens of this city.